So today we are going to do another dimension of thing. We'll always use Thursdays for our bidding class, but it happens that this one we are going to use today to do some teaching on the bidding. So join me as you are in. Let's do this together. So we are going to do a sequence bidding, which I've been posting a video on how to bid. So we are continuing the work now. So if you don't and you have not even joined me on this, please go back to my page. You will see how I started this bidding. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Hano Fashion House. Like, share, and comment. So this is how it is. We are using two types of bead on this. We are using sequence and the sand bead to make this work happen. We have gone so far, very far on this. So I'm picking sequence. This is leaf sequence, and on it we have two different holes on it. So what you have to do, you pass your beading needle from the back side, you push it in and pick your sand bead, either 3 or 4 depending how you want it to be, and you pull it down to the place, the position you want it to be before you continue. So this one, at this junction, this thing requires you being articulative, because if you don't position it well, you are not going to get it. So on this place, you have to use your chalk, mark all the areas you want to bead. After marking them, you can now use your needle to start the work. So the beading doesn't take much time. I started the work yesterday and I've gone far on it. You check my page, you see the beginning of how I made the beading. I used two types, sequence bead and sand bead. You can get your sequence bead, and inside that sequence bead, when you pick it, you check. We have some sequence bead that are 1 hole. This one is 3 holes. So we make use of the two opening, and before you pass it, you make sure you pass from the back. You pass it from your back and you pick your sand bead. I'm picking 4 sand bead on this. You push it down to the end and you bring it close. You use your hand and arrange the sequence. Let it lap to the other one. You go back to that hole. You pass your needle in and pick a little pinch of that fabric, and don't allow your needle to pass to the downside, because where I'm passing my needle is on top of the lining that I used. So when you pass it, you use your hand and push it down and cluster it together. Please, if you are just joining me, touch the like button and remember to subscribe. So this is how we are going to be doing it. I'm making use of 3 colors of sand bead and 1 color of sequence bead. So I'm almost done with the 2 colors. The next color we are entering is the black color. So beading is not difficult. It requires your attention, it requires your time and your energy. So once you can be able to do all this, then you are good to go on this. So that is it. To bead a cloth is very simple and easy if you can be able to have time for it. So we have different types of bidding. I said my bidding class is every Thursday. But today I just want to do this because of someone requested for me to show how she will make use of the leaf bead. That was why I am doing this. It doesn't take time. You will go in, pick your sand bead, line it down well, and you position your sequence bead well. You pass it back to the hole and connect it a little to the fabric that was used in lapping it. That is how you do it. Before you know it, you fill out the vacuum on it and you continue. If you are confused, check my page, my channel, you see the video where I started how I draft it. You first of all use your chalk or your pencil, use it to draft your bead, draft the material. After that, then you can now know which one is going. It's not hard. I'm almost done. See how it is? You can see how it is. So this place is where I'm feeling now. I'm feeling this spaces now. After this one, I'm going to start a new one with black. Please go to my, sorry guys, network. I have bad network. So let's continue. So like I said, we have different types of sequence in the market. On that place, we have different shape of sequence also. We have round sequence. There's one I saw, the triangle sequence also is in the market. When you go there, you pick it and know the one that is better for you to do. So let's continue. You pass your needle here on the down side of this. You pick your sand bead again. How many sand bead you want? I'm picking 4. I'll push my hand down to the place I want it to be. I will use my hand to arrange it, position it well, then pass my needle to the second hole and pick a little of the fabric. You push it in. And make sure you don't allow your needle to pass at the back of the material. It's not good. So this is how we'll be doing it until we get it done. If you are confused on this, you go to my page, you see how I start this reading, and you learn how it is. Please remember to subscribe to my channel, Hano Fashion House. Remember to touch the like button and share. So this type of beading is not difficult, it's very easy. Just only two things, my sequence bead and my sand bead. That is what I'm using to do this work. You can join my class every Thursday is our beading class. So subscribe on this channel for you to know when I'm coming up live for a new teaching. Thank you. If you are just joining, please like and remember to subscribe to my channel. We are beading in front of a dress and I am almost rounding up. If you want to learn how to bead cloth or bead your dress, blouse or whatever, join my live video every Thursday. And for you to know that, you have to subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel so that you know when I'm coming up live to teach one or two things. So I'm almost done with this. You cannot use the smallest needle for this. What you use is only beading needle because the hole on this sequence is tiny and the bead I'm using is size 2 sand bead. Size 2 sand bead is very tiny. So the only needle that will allow you to bead is the beading needle. That is what you can use and pick the sand bead. So guys, join me and let's do it together. Remember to subscribe and like this live stream. So we have different colors of this sequence leaf. Sequence bead, we have different colors and different shape. There are some that comes in round shape and some comes in oval shape or triangle shape. So depending the one you want to use for your beading. So I'm almost done on this line. The next one we are going to use black. That is what we are going to use to round up this. So if you have any question you drop for me there, I will get to you. Touch the like button and remember to subscribe. Subscription is free. It can be able to make you to know when I'm coming up live again. That is the essence of subscribing. And also for you to know when I'm posting a new video. Like I said, check my channel. You will see the first stage I use in starting this beading work so that you can follow up. On this aspect of beading, when you get to the end, you don't turn, you knot your needle and start the first, because if you turn, it may not balance very well. There's a way this one is, the shape is somehow. So that was why when you get to the end, you need to knot your needle and follow up. So we are almost rounding up. On this space now, we are going to use black to fill in here. So that is it. You see the shape is triangle. That is how the shape is. So when you get to the end, you have to cut your needle. If not, the shape is going to go out. You can buy any type of or any color of sand bead you want. You see how I'm doing. I'm passing it to the next hole on top. You pick the fabric a little. Oh, it's not difficult. This particular one is not difficult. You pass it. Pick your sand. Please touch the like button as you are joining me. Remember to touch the notification bell when you subscribe. I'm almost getting to the end, so that I will show you guys how to knot, how to close the end and start a new one. So we are doing four lines. before we now enter into another new line. If you check at the back here, you will not see any thread here because my needle is not going down to the fabric. It's only on this black aspect. So the one I pick them is on top of this black one. So don't allow your needle to go down if you are picking. That was why it's good when you are picking it, you just raise your hand up a little to avoid it going down to the place. So you see how I'm picking the sand bead. You don't need to pick it one after the other. You just do your hand this way. The sand bead will be entering inside the needle. So the last one is what I'm going to do. From there we are closing to the end, and we are changing the next color, which is black. We're using black sand bead for the next one. And before we do that, we are going to draw the line. So when you get here, this is when you are going to bring your needle over. You bring your needle over and notch it. You notch it here, and you cut it out. So we are going to start the next line. We're using four lines. So I'm going to remove this one because it has passed 4 lines. The first color I use is 4 line. The second color is 4 line. So this other one here, I'm going to pull it out and draw another line that will get me to another 4 lines. That makes your work to be very unique and perfect. So please remember to subscribe to my channel, touch the like button as you join me, and share. So we are going to enter the next one, which is color black. Okay, black. So I'm removing this one now because it has passed the line. We're going to use black sand bead to do the next one. So that was why I'm using this one, for us to be able to get to the next one. Every bead is very important. So for you to preserve your bead, for that bead to stay long, what you have to do is you'll be putting your bead inside rubber. It helps it to preserve it. It will stay like as much as it can before it gets spoiled. Oh. So the next one is black sand. We are going to start with black sand bead, and after it we are going to repeat the stage. So see the two colors, how it is. This is how the two colors is. So we are going to enter the next color, which is color black. Remember to subscribe to my channel and touch the notification bell for you to know when I'm coming up for a new class. They're having a package that I've not used. Okay. So I'm trying to pull off this one and put the black one. So if you want to learn more, just join my bidding class every Thursday. Every Thursday is our bidding class. So once you are done with your bead, the next thing you have to put it back to the plastic. This helps it to be preserved. So we are going to use this one with this. Sure. For me to start another one, I'm going to mark the place I want the bead to be before starting. Um, okay, so I'm going to check the distance between these two. Enough there. So I'm marking the place. I'm going to start again. So I'm using 1 inch here. And I'm going to measure 1 inch here too. So all these ones is where I'm going to start the black. So we are going to start from black here. So as when you look at this, all of them are on the same line. So that is how we are going to do it. Now, because this one is a pattern beading, when you are making a pattern beading, you have to make sure that all your starting should be on one place. You start in one area. Why pattern? If not, if you get to the end here and you start from the other side of the end, you are not going to get it. So let's pick the black. I will start by passing my needle from the back of the fabric, and I'll get my sequence bead, which it has two holes like I said. I'll pass my needle from the back and pick false hand bead, push it into the end, position the sequence bead well so that it will not shift, and you pass your needle and hold it firm. So this is our first starting for the black. You pick your sequence again, pick your false hand bead, pass it back and push down your leaf bead, position it well, and bring your hand out. When you look at it, you see everything is in parallel, and if you don't mark it, you are going to lose it. This is how you'll be doing. This one is not a complicated beading, because we have complicated beading in which you are going to use about 3 or 4 different types of bead, and on that area the pattern of that beading are not the same. It will make you at times to be confused. So when I started this beading, that was 2 days ago, and we are rounding it up. Please remember to subscribe to my channel and touch the notification bell for you to know when I'm uploading a new video. So when you pass it, you pinch a little of that fabric to make sure that the fabric will hold the sequence. So look at it. You see how it is. It falls in parallel. That is how to bead. Hmm? Okay. So being patient while beading is one of the most important key. If not, you cannot do it and do it okay. Oh. So the one we'll be doing on Thursday is round sequence. That round sequence carries only one bead on top. So we'll be using that one round sequence and size 3 sand bead to do it. So that is it. Beading is very good and nice. If you determine and you wish to do it, you will do it well. Please subscribe to my channel for you to know when I am coming up to teach 1 or 2 things. Remember to visit my channel. You will see how I started this and the level and stages I use in making them. My timer is going on. Okay, okay, I have 7 minutes to go. Mm. Oh, Jesus, it's not. ị ga-abịa metụ ma mecha. Okay guys, you see how the black one blend. Oh goodness, the best color ever. No, go to the market. Hi Ada, go to the market and buy sand bead. You buy sand bead and you buy your sequence bead. That is how you will start it. Okay? No, I am in Port Harcourt. You can go to any market on your area and look for the bead. Okay. 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes to go. So I'll be rounding up this work off camera. I've already teach how to make it. You have seen how I started it. Join my bidding class every Thursday. Sometimes we do on Tuesday. So every Thursday mainly is my bidding class. So you will be able to learn different types of beading, both the earring, necklace and all that. So if you want to go deeply on it, get your beading tools, your needle, your fishing line, your quarter round nose or your plier for you to get yourself ready for this. So guys, we'll be rounding up this. Remember to subscribe to my channel, Hano Fashion House, and touch the notification bell for you to know when I'm coming up live to teach another thing. Thursday we have a new class on Thursday. Endeavor to join me on that Thursday. And for you to know when I'm coming in for a new class is when you subscribe. If you subscribe to my channel, you'll be able to know when I'm coming up live to teach one or two things. So we are working on sequence and sand bead, and you have seen we have gone far on it. So tomorrow we have another class, our sewing class tomorrow. So endeavor to join me and you will learn a lot on it. Touch the like button and subscribe. No. It's only on Thursday that I teach, but just because today I feel like coming to show this, that was why I'm teaching today. So Thursdays is our bidding class. Endeavor to join me. Subscribe to my channel. That will allow you to know when I'm coming up to teach something. The time is said, I've not shown me lights. The time is there, I've not shown me light. can allow me to go. Mm. Oh, okay, guys, I'm going to end up this live stream. So join me on my class on Thursday if you want to learn beading, and also subscribe to this channel for you to know when I'm coming up to teach another thing. Today we learned how to make use of sequence bead and sand bead, and the sand bead I use is size 2, and the sequence bead I use is leaf sequence. We have different types of sequence in the market. You can get the round one or concave one, so depending on how the design you want to do. So if you're not clear on what I'm doing, if I drop this live video, go back and watch, and also visit my channel. You will see the beginning of this bidding. Remember to subscribe and like this live stream. See you guys on Thursday, and tomorrow we'll continue with our fashion class. Mm. How was the time? Touch. We are clean. Okay, guys, we are rounding up. Thank you, everyone. Remember to subscribe to this channel and join my bidding class every Thursday. See you on Thursday. Bye for now.